President Lloyd, fellow Lions and guests, we do have one visiting Lion with us, Larry Jones from Hood River. There you go, Larry. All right. Okay, rotate rock. Diane Smith is back with us. And Brenda Kobayashi is still here. And Greg has got a guest. Oh, you're officially a member.
President Lloyd, fellow Lions and guests, I do have a guest today. Her name is Sula Siak. She is the Public Relations Director for Canterbury Inn. I'd like to welcome her, please.
Okay, back to the line of tail toasters.
All right, Pat and Sharon are up.
You want to carry or you want to talk? Wow, Shirley's got her wallet out of it. She's got a happy dollar. You see how easy this job is, really. It's just so simple.
Maybe I'm gonna give $1 because they don't have that skill. Oh. President Ryan, Lloyd, and fellow Lions and guests.
There we go. Rookie. Okay, she's happy that I'm not going to embarrass her anymore. Oh. How about Lion Dwayne?
President Lloyd, all lines of guests, here's a happy $5. I had an easy 2-hour shift with Salvation Army, ringing the bell. And that's a volunteer opportunity that's available to all of you. They're only 2-hour shifts. I posted a link on our Facebook page for Pioneer Lions, or you can just call Salvation Army to sign up for a shift. Also, you're all my witnesses.
Wait till you find all my mistakes. Oh, Lordy, Lordy, Lordy. Hey, Carrie Ann, is that money?
But President Lloyd, fellow Lions and guests, I'm happy to be here.
Well, thanks for being here, Carrie Ann. Didn't mean to put you on the spot. You know, it's all kind of new to you after 12 years. How about Lions Steve Patterson? Keep it as long as you.
Thank you, Tail Sisters. I have $3 today, President Lloyd, Lions and guests. First $1 is my bride couldn't make it with me today. She's still a little bit under the weather.
You don't like it.
But so I'm doing all her running around. Just never mind, There is I'll get to that in a minute. The second is a happy dollar. No, it's kind of an informational dollar. Well, it's a quizzical dollar. We did the pancake feed the other day for the, what is it, visit with Santa or something that was put on. So I get home and walk in the house and my wife immediately says, "Take off all your clothes." I was pretty hopeful then. She said, "You smell like pancakes, I want to wash it." Okay.
Yeah.
And the third and final dollar is an informational dollar. We talked about the new saga of the septic system at the Patterson residence. And yes, there is a volume rate that the biomass, I found out through the engineer, goes through the pipes. and it goes through the pipes at .681 per square inch of T, and you know what the T stands for.
It is a legend.
I have the words.
I am telling you. And you guys think my stories are a little personal. Why, Rick?
King Lion Lloyd, fellow Lions and guests. This is a $100 bill, which I need a $10 bill back. That pays for my dues. Thank you. Well, it saves me a stamp, you know, and then make sure it gets here. So I'm happy to say that we had 3 shifts of kids at, I don't know, how many tables was there? 27 tables or
Yeah.
something like that. 6 people per table, 3 shifts. And we supplied pancakes for all of them. It was a lot of fun.
Rick did a good job of cooking them.
So thanks for the $90. Still only her $1 for the half buck.
Rick did all the cooking of the pancakes and he did really great.
10. So I want you to know that change was thanks to winning at the Seahawks Club yesterday, the 50-50 raffle. How are you, Jim? Oh, good. I'm fine, sir. Look at that. You know what? We're going to go with youth before perseverance. How about that? Lion Den.
President Lloyd, fellow Lions and guests, I'm just happy to be here today, see all you bright, shining faces.
And who are you again?
Yeah. For those of you who don't know, that's Nick Lemire, longtime member. Yeah, right? How about past everything, wonderful man, Jim Ryan?
Wonderful man. King Lion Lloyd, fellow Lions and guests.
I'm alive.
I am happy. I got up this morning. That's why I'm happy.
Yay. And next we got Lion Martin.
President Lloyd, fellow Lions and guests, here's $5. I'll get to all those items plus donation there. First is I'm very happy that we're approaching a break in the grandchildren's sports schedules because 4 basketball games every Saturday, 2 practices during the week, and wrestling twice a week has been a little bit tiring. Sad dollar is that is now switching over to helping our son, daughter-in-law, and 7 kids move. So I've been up the hill disassembling bed frames and furniture and all sorts of fun stuff. A quick request for suggestions, if anybody has an idea on programs. I've got some feelers out. I'm doing 2 months, I realized, in January and February, so if anybody has any information on that. And finally, I will close with a quote of the week, and this one's from Lions Club's International Post by, I believe it's Barry Palmer, Al. He was a past international president.
He parked right in front of us in the parade in Seattle.
Ah,
And my brother kept calling him Uncle Barry.
Uncle Barry. Well, I enjoyed this one. A person's most useful asset is not a head full of knowledge, but a heart full of love, an ear ready to listen, and a hand willing to help others.
How true. And next we have
Sounds like a poet. Terry Woodrow.
Lion Terry.
2 or 3 goes back. I got 2 happy dollars in, I guess. King Lion Lloyd, fellow Lions and guests. First one is I'm glad to be back after a couple weeks not being in the club. And the other one is sort of a sad dollar, but Mike Leach passed away today, the old WSU coach. And if looking at the little deal that ESPN put up in this celebration of life, there's a sign of him at his desk, and behind him is this picture of originally, and it was George Costanza from Seinfeld. It was in the back there, but they superimposed his picture on the deal. And that was my grandson did that the day that ESPN colored football deal at WSU over in Pullman. So at any rate, I was going to sing that again, but sorry to see Mr. Leach leave.
what a time at WSU that was. Gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen. Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna paint budget, Ryan. I don't know how you feel about it, but, no? Okay. Man, he's not Catholic.
President Lloyd, fellow lines and guests, Rick was talking about all of the pancakes he fixed. Working the pancakes, then working the kettle corn up there in Castle Rock. And then a doggone Bob Piper tripping me and I fell down in the middle of the street. Other than that, it was a good day. I couldn't move on Sunday, but it was okay yesterday, Bob.
Did you have a nice trip? See you next fall.
See you next fall.
I'll stay here crying.
Follow that up. President Lloyd, fellow Lions and guests, I have some happy dollars. Fellow Lion Keith Huff was up here for a turnaround trip, you might say. He got up at 4 a.m. in Texas, got to TDX at noon, and came to our house and we sat and visited. Then he got up to go to his Christmas party in Vancouver. Then they had the escape room that he had to do. We got back to our house at 10:30 p.m. and of course we're all wound up, so we stayed up until 1:30 talking. And we got up Sunday morning and fixed him a brunch and sent him off to the airport, and he didn't get back into Texas until 10 p.m. So I sent him a text yesterday. I said, "So you kind of dragging today?" And he goes, "Boy, howdy."
Yeah, let's see, what am I going to be happy about, President Lloyd? I am going to be sincerely happy about when it is I'm able to turn over this treasurer's job, I gotta tell you. Here's the other good news. I have gone through 3 of the 6 boxes of things and put them into order, and they are ready to go back to the shop. They're the 2015 through 2019 items, and when I say put in order, they're kind of where they ought to be. You know what I'm saying? If we needed to find something, it's going to be able to be found. Building the rest of the system for moving on, and again, everything is exactly as it should be. Everything balances to the penny. So that is truly my happy $5.
President Lloyd, fellow lines and guests, I've got 2 happy bucks and 1 sad buck. The sad dollar first. My lovely wife Marnie is homesick. She hasn't been out of bed for almost 26 hours, which in a way is a blessing because I have not had a honeydew list to work with. The other 2 happy dollars is when you come to the Lions Club, you walk in with a smile. And how many of you recognize the smile today? Nobody smiled that I was aware of. So I'm giving $1 happy dollar if my granddaughter stand up, will stand up and smile for everybody in the place.
Oh, she always smiles.
She didn't smile when she come in today.
Yeah.
The other happy bucks, I'm tickled pink to have I can't say an old friend, but yes I can. An old friend, so hero speaker today.
Can.
Okay, we're ready.
Yeah, and nothing.
Is that a smile?
Holy moly, you gotta get some glasses, Grandpa.
Yes. President Lloyd, fellow Lions and guests, I am so thankful I only have to sit next to Ken for a couple more weeks.
There you go.
They're not gonna smile. They're gonna smile down there. Some of you may or may not know, Sidney Pickett has resigned as secretary. I am filling in, interim. That's with a capital I, interim. So I am looking for somebody out there we can train to be a secretary. So come forward. What?
1 hour.
1 hour a week. We had a very orderly transition on Friday afternoon. I've got all the records and signed in and all that kind of stuff. And so I guess the sad dollar was how happy my brother was about me doing this.
We have all the power now.
That could be dangerous.
What do we got?
Oh, we got over there.
Cheryl.
Well, it's a 20, but you only get 5 of it.
Oh, I don't have change.
President Lloyd, fellow Lions and guests, I have some happy dollars because for years I don't have to wear glasses anymore. So if you think my face looks a little naked and the fact that you have to see all of it, I'm sorry, you'll get used to it.
Why, did you have RLE?
I had cataract
You had
surgery.
cataract surgery.
Yeah, in both
Right
eyes.
on.
So now you're looking for a beamer.
And I can see you clearly.
Yeah.
Oh, that's not a good thing.
Lovely as ever, Cheryl. Are we done?
I think we
Are
are.
we done? Good, I'm sitting down. Nope, that's ours for that.
I was given some sunshine information when you're ready.
Okay, go ahead right now, real quick.
Okay, let me get you some.
Yep,
You can see him now?
I can.
That's a good thing?
Well, I'll get used to it.
I wonder whose check's not gonna make it in for dues.
President Lloyd, fellow Lions and guests, I have a sunshine report. Eric Gatorensen had double knee replacement surgery. And then also, Isla is under the weather. She's got a really bad cold. It's probably bronchitis, and she's at the doctor's right now.
Oh, how about Tom? Anybody-
Oh, Tom, who is it? I know.
I thought it was Eric. Eric.
Oh,
Right, Gene Gatorensen. I blew it.
It's not Eric.
It's Gene, the one who runs the auto parts store. Yeah. That's right.
President Lloyd, fellow Lions and guests, update on Tom Fulton. I was up at the hospital this morning to see him, and the doctor was in, and he really looks bad. For those of you that don't know what happened, he had a lower tract blockage, and he was in a tremendous amount of pain. They did emergency surgery on him. That was about a week ago, and he was in intensive care until yesterday. But he is out, and talking to his wife Pat yesterday, he'll probably be in the hospital for maybe 2-3 more days. But he had a pretty doggone rough go of it.
Is there anything, anybody else, if anybody has any sunshine report?
Yeah, I talked to Steve Johnson just before the meeting, President Lloyd, and he's doing good. He sounds good. Is he on there?
It's on there.
Good. He sounds good. He said he's getting better all the time.
He looks just as ugly, though.
Well,
Can't fix everything.
Doctors, not miracle workers.
All right, we'll turn this over to Kim Bosero.
It is my pleasure and honor to introduce to you a lady who has taken control of things and turned your local YMCA into something very profitable and very exciting. Several years ago, we almost lost our YMCA. We brought Jeannie in. I'm going to call you Jeannie. That's what I always called you. And she took control of the YMCA and has done a terrific job of bringing things up. And when she got here today, and we were sitting here looking around the room, and we said, boy, this is a great audience for some of our senior programs.
He
We're
said
going to
that, I
give you
didn't
a-
say that.
No, he didn't. You did. I heard it was you.
No, I did not say that.
Anyhow, with that, Nick Lemire's on the board of directors of the YMCA, and he came just to make sure that she said everything she's supposed to say. Even though he only comes once a year for his perfect attendance band. We appreciate all he does to help. It is my honor to introduce to you Janine Manny from the YMCA.
Thank you. Nick is a former board member. He's not on the board anymore.
He should be.
He should be.
Yeah.
So my name is Janine Manny. He's called me Janie for 20 years. That's okay. Ken asked me to come today because I was the only person that he knew who was tall enough to see over this podium, is what I heard. Is that true?
Yeah.
So that's what I heard. That's what I heard.
True.
So the YMCA has been here in Longview since 1923. We are going to celebrate our 100th birthday in 2023. I think, Hal, were you a founding member of the YMCA? Were you? I think, yeah. Now I'm on his list too. So.
You're always on my list, girl.
So the YMCA did have a rough patch about 2013 and 14 and 15. There was embezzlement and some other shenanigans. I was the aquatics director at the time, and they asked me to become the CEO, and I said, no, I'm too smart for that. But they kept at me, and sure enough, here I am. I've been the CEO since 2016. I was interim in 2015 and 16. I became the permanent one in 2017 when I finished. I had to go back to school and get a degree in organizational leadership so I could run the YMCA. So that was fun. So the YMCA does a lot of great things for the community. Our cause is to strengthen the community. And during COVID, you guys, did you hear about COVID? Did you hear about the COVID thing? It was rough. Luckily, we had a really good financial year going into COVID, and we did get some grants and loans coming out of COVID, so we're going to be okay. During COVID, we were given a sizable donation, and we renovated 4 of our 5 racquetball courts into stuff for kids. So there's now a lot more activities for kids at the YMCA. However, almost half of our members are seniors, and a senior is 62. So I did not say anything about...
No, that's how old he was when he graduated high school.
Oh.
Gifted.
We have a lot of programs for all ages, but if somebody has the right kind of insurance, and a lot of people have the right kind of insurance, your insurance will pay for your membership at the YMCA. Kaiser, Blue Cross, and Renew Active, there's a lot of insurances that will pay your membership. If you have Apple Health, it will pay for the kids' membership. And we're working on, I belong to the YMCA Alliance of CEOs across the state of Washington, and they're working with the state to provide memberships for people on Medicaid. Yeah, and that will help a lot of people in this area. So right now, if you are on Medicare and you have insurance with a supplemental, you can get a free membership at the YMCA. The other thing that we've done is we just came through a strategic plan, and honest, it's right here. And we are going to, in addition to what we do already, which is education, fitness, recreation, all that, we are focusing on trying to provide more opportunities for childcare. There's a lot of people looking for childcare right now, and there's a shortage of childcare. We have a preschool and a after-school program. We also are going to focus on more activities for teens and tweens, are those 12, 13 age. We have a new teen center for them. We want kids to have a healthy, supervised place to go, and we're working on that. Then the other thing that we're doing is a lot of adults and seniors who feel isolated and who are not active enough. Not only can they come to the YMCA, but they can come to the YMCA for social, coffee times and clubs and things. That's a big part of coming to the YMCA, is feeling like you're part of a family. And so that's really important to us, and we're working on that. And so those are the things that we're working on for the coming year. We also have a whole bunch of things we're doing for our birthday, which is all of 2023. Our actual birthday is December 17th. Next year we'll be 100 years old. And we're going to have, people can sign up to participate in a 100-mile challenge. And if you get to 100 miles, you'll get a t-shirt that says, I survived 100 with the YMCA, 1923 to 2023. And it's a combination of 100 miles. You can go walking, biking, swimming. Every exercise class will count toward the 100 miles.
Driving?
Driving does not count.
I can't do it.
That's a good one. Almost had a shirt, yeah. Yeah, I could probably make a fortune
Walking to the
if
car
I...
and back.
Sure, you can count that.
There you go, John, I got you.
I haven't driven 100 miles in a month.
But you have a whole year.
Oh,
The other thing we're going to do is we're going to have an ice cream social with old time music, and we're going to have the first ever, I shouldn't say first ever, the first ever that I know of in Longview, a military ball on Veterans Day next year. And we're going to use the AWPPW hall that's right next to us, and we're going to have dinner and dancing and either dress or military uniforms. We're working with we're working with veterans and active members to put that on. So I'm excited about that. I don't know if we've ever had a military ball. We do a grandparents ball, which we just had earlier in November. And that's a fun time where grandparents and grandkids get dressed up. And we had it at the Monticello Ballroom, which is very fancy. And that was a lot of fun. So we are committed to serving people of all ages and all abilities. We have a program for people with disabilities. We have lots of stuff for kids. I find it interesting that our seniors complain about how much stuff we offer for kids. And I have the young families that complain about how come we offer so much for seniors. So I must be doing something right if everybody can see. Yeah. So we serve all ages. And if you're interested in becoming a YMCA member, you can always check with your insurance, or you can bring your insurance card to us and we will check for you. Let's see, more birthday stuff. More, I guess it's anniversary actually, so anyway, I have been there since 2009, so I've been there not as long as Hal, but for a long time. Yeah. So does anybody have any questions about what the Y does? We're a nonprofit charity, so any donations are tax deductible. I'm not asking for donations. Some people do not know that we are a charity. All of our classes come with your membership. We have sitter size, we have active older adults, we have silver and fit classes, water fitness classes. Everything comes with your membership. You don't pay extra for anything except for personal training. You have to pay extra for that. So our most popular program for seniors is called Sitter Size, and it's an exercise class in the gym. And you can sit in a chair, stand up next to the chair, and hang on to the chair for balance. And some people don't use a chair at all. It is our most popular class. People just love it. They work out to music. And then we have other classes for adults that are, you move every joint in your body, but there's not a lot of bouncing. We're not asking you to do jumping jacks or Zumba. Zumba's insane. We have Zumba classes, but there's a lot of twisting and jumping in Zumba. So we have a lot of classes for people who are not quite that crazy. And then all of the water fitness classes are great because the water holds you up. You get range of motion on all your joints without any impact because you're in the water. How's that?
Good.
How many members do that?
Yes.
My kids were in grade school and stuff, they got to swim down there in Hawaii. They were part of the swim team at that point. And I had swimming. Do you still give lessons to?
Yes, we give about 12 or 1,300 sessions of swimming lessons every year, and lessons are year-round. And we have been fortunate enough in the last 4 or 5 years to get grants for free swimming lessons. So we are able to give free swimming lessons for, one of the pots of money we had was about $6,000, and it was for low income. So if someone could show their food stamp card or something. We didn't make them fill out a form or anything. If they could show that they were low income, they got free swimming lessons. And then some of those were not based on income. So we gave them away for anybody who had never had lessons before. So we have a lot of swimming lessons. I was the aquatics director, and I'm still spending a lot of time on aquatics because I'm a lifeguard still, and so I've been lifeguarding a lot. We are so short-handed that I have been training lifeguards one-on-one or one-on-two, and in the last month, I've certified like 6 people as lifeguards. That's all I've been doing for the last few weeks. So our aquatics department is very big, and it's one of the main reasons that people join the Y, because there's nobody else who does all of the fitness classes like we do in the water. And the other thing that we have that other gyms don't have is we have a drop-in child watch, so parents can leave their kids in a safe, supervised area while they work out. And that's free if you're a member. And so a lot of people bring their kids and grandkids to the Y, and they put them in the child care, and then they get them out and go swimming or something. So my goal for a long time was to have more of a family facility, and we're getting there with the family zone and the extra things that we're doing for families. Yes?
I'm just wondering if, like, in the 1960s, you're going to go back to selling honey toffee peanuts as fundraisers?
Yeah, I've heard that. It was before me.
I sold the crap out of it. Hundreds of cases up in Seattle. Most of what you made, right?
We did sell those, and we sold regular peanuts too to support camp.
Yeah.
We have a summer camp. We lost our overnight camp in 1980 when Mount St. Helens blew. It was very inconvenient for us. No. We had a summer camp up at Spirit Lake, and now we have our summer camp as a day camp. We were out at the Kalama River for a long time, and this last year, the Rainier School District, which is just across the river from us, the Rainier School is on 240 acres. I don't know if you remember, it was going to be a golf course, and they failed or whatever, and so the school district bought it. So it has trails and ponds and playgrounds and everything, and so I actually bartered. I traded my services as a lifeguard instructor. Their pool was closed, and they didn't have any lifeguards, and they didn't have a lifeguard instructor. So I spent some of the late spring training their lifeguards over there so they could reopen their pool. In exchange, our kids got to go over there for their summer camp. And it was very successful, and we're going to do it again next year. Yeah. Bartering is still alive and well at the YMCA.
Comment and a question. The mention of lifeguarding reminds me, my very first job was working at the YMCA.
I'll take you back right now. Come on.
53 years ago. So 13 years ago.
Believe me, he doesn't remember how to do it.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to swim that far anymore. Question though, on your equipment for working out, the treadmills, ellipticals, all that sort of thing, not the equipment you used to have.
Yeah.
What do you have now?
We have more equipment than we used to have, and we have updated equipment. We did purchase equipment from another gym that went out of business, and I don't want to say the wrong one, but we did get a lot of equipment, and we invested in some new equipment. We have a lot of stair steppers, ellipticals, treadmills, bicycles, recumbent bicycles, the kind of bicycles that are new step. They're like you know. Do you know what I'm talking about? Okay. And then free weights, kettlebells, Samson machines. We have a pretty extensive weight room.
As you can tell, not many of us here have been down. Use that.
That's what he said, not me. Yeah, but he can float. I was telling somebody the other day that I have been a lifeguard for 42 years, and I was 18 when I first got certified. So I've been even though I was doing other things, I kept my lifeguard certification up, and then later in life my lifeguard instructor. And now I'm a lifeguard instructor trainer, which I'm the only one in the area, so I do get called to go places and teach. So I love doing that. So, and it works for bartering.
Jeannie, you know, we have a lot of things for seniors to do down there, but one of the greatest programs you have is the scholarship program for the kids. They can't afford membership to the Y.
Right. Yeah. Okay. One of the ways that we keep our nonprofit status is we provide financial assistance for kids, families, and seniors on low incomes. Now, a lot of seniors, their insurance pays for it, so they don't need the financial assistance. But the YMCA has always called it scholarships. And I stopped calling it scholarship because I went to make a presentation for a grant, and somebody said, why would we give you money if you're just going to turn around and give it away in scholarships so people can go to college? And I went, oh, I can see why they thought that, right? A scholarship to me means paying for schooling. But in this case, scholarship means we're paying for your membership. And so I try to call it financial assistance. But we give away about $185,000 a year in scholarships, financial assistance, and we raise that money back in our annual campaign. So a lot of the money that we raise starting in the spring is for the next year's financial assistance. You can always make a donation and specify it for a certain thing, like swimming lessons, or somebody had a dividend coming from their retirement and they had to either pay a penalty or give it away, so they gave it to us, and he specified that it goes to aquatics. And then, but that's what our annual campaign for is. We do raise money to supply those scholarship dollars.
Gee, is it possible that you could ask the Longview Pioneer Lions for assistance in your financial assistance program?
Well,
through a letter?
Sure I could.
Then your treasurer could hand that off to maybe the boys and girls person, and we could maybe write you a check.
And who's the treasurer? Oh, okay. Okay, you'll be hearing from me. That would be wonderful, thank you.
The letter's in the mail.
The letter's in the mail. I really enjoy working at the YMCA, and it is not an easy job. COVID was awful, but we're getting there.
I'm new to Longview and wanted to give a testimonial to the Y. It's clean, it's got wonderful equipment, and the people are very friendly. And I'm just really, really pleased with it. And I don't have to pay a dime, although after hearing what you're planning, I'm going to make a donation.
Oh, thank you. So I really like to hear that it's clean. That's not always been the case. We've really struggled with how old that building is, and I have fired some cleaning crews, but I have a really good cleaning crew right now, and it's a big building and it's an old building, and we did a lot of work during COVID, but it's nice to hear that it looks nice, because that was always, I hated the fact that people complained that it wasn't clean. And then there's Rosie over there. She swims every day. She could tell you how wonderful the YMCA is. Yes, yes.
Look at all the muscles he's got.
Do you still have the day rate where you can just come?
There is a drop-in fee. There's a drop-in fee, or if you were to come, and I love giving tours. Did I give you a tour? I love giving tours. So if you come in for a tour, then you get some free passes if you want to try it out. There you go. So you come in for a tour and I'll show you around.
Well, Hal, then I'm going to challenge you to a 50-year memorial racquetball game.
We'd still have one racquetball court left.
This will be the shortest racquetball game on record. It will end 0-0, but we'll both walk in.
Okay, that sounds
We
great.
might not be walking out
We
though.
might need an ambulance.
That sounds great.
Without call.
Is it still got that little short rocker?
Yeah, and I do know CPR and first aid, so you're good.
That's for you, Al.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I know CPR too, but I don't know him anymore.
So yeah, come, if you haven't been to the Y, come and I'll give you a tour. Or if you haven't been there for years, come and you'll be surprised at the changes that we've made. So yeah, so thank you very much.
Thank you, Jim. I appreciate it. And for all of you out there that are good Lions Club members,
stay healthy, and see the star that shines is standing in front of you. Is Jeannie has done a terrific job making your YMCA something very special for the community.
Thank you.
And with that, since you are so fantastic at doing things, we have several openings in the club for secretary.
I heard that.
We would like to give you an application.
I heard that.
I might even pay you.
Yeah, like I have time to.
Yeah. This is not a beer mug, it's a refreshment mug.
Okay, I will enjoy chilled refreshments in this mug.
Oh, okay. But then, Jamie, thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Everybody who joins this week gets a boat ride next summer.
Oh, there you go.
USS Minnow.
Yes.
That's a boat on Lake we are.
Sharon, for announcements.
President Lloyd, fellow Lions and guests. Does anybody know, Tom Fulton was gonna be getting the tree for the family, and he said he had one from somebody that was donating it. Does anybody know where that might have been? Because I was wondering if somebody else could go pick it up. Anyway, we do not have a tree, so that I'll probably be going and buying one, I guess, with some of the money that I have been given. But I didn't know if anybody knew anything about where he was getting that. It totally was, I totally forgot about it until today.
Yeah, Pat either answers the phone or texts back.
Yeah.
So just call or text him.
Okay, I'll do that. And also, as far as the family goes, I have a few more things that have not been filled, so if anybody wants to donate any money still, I will be going and getting all of the rest of the things filled and donating them by Friday.
You adopted a family?
Yeah. Greg. About the insurance?
Yeah. Oh, no, but there's a VA discount.
He fell asleep.
Oh.
President Light, fellow Lions and guests, a couple things. Next year, our anniversary, our 100th anniversary is November 23rd. We got you by a month.
Oh, you do. We'll celebrate together.
Anyway, tomorrow evening, 7:30 at Canterbury Park, up on the second floor, we're having our Sight and Hearing Foundation meeting. Anybody can come, see what we do. We don't have a lot of applications this month. I think we only have about 12 applications for eyeglasses, and I don't know if we have any for hearing aids. But you can see how we go through the process of taking care of those for individuals. Thank you.
Okay, Bob and I, after the meeting today, will be down at the shop and cleaning up the equipment, so anybody wants to come down and help us out, we appreciate it. And Bob will also need some help setting up the tables after this meeting, moving them around. And we're having a short board meeting right after this meeting here. Then on the 14th, we're having a past president meeting here at the Longview Eagles. What time is that, Hal?
6 o'clock?
Wait a minute.
Wait a second, tomorrow.
Yeah.
Tom, that's Tom's meeting. Let's hold off on that.
Okay.
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 Okay, we'll scratch that one. Forget that one.
Like a week or two until he's feeling better and everything.
If you're a past president, watch your phone because we'll want this meeting very soon.
Yeah.
All right. Red ticket.
Wait a minute. Don't you have senility first?
That's senility for, God, I can't remember when.
Guess what?
All right. Hal, go ahead.
First official act. So, Greg, did you train your new member, Gary Henthorn, about how to check
Well, he
this in?
didn't check his
Oh, Gary.
What?
What? What?
I was just so absorbed in getting money away.
It's an holiday. Tail twisters will be by to see you any minute now. That's it.
Wow, I think Greg should pay.
I think so
Your
too.
sponsor pays the first offense.
All in favor?
Aye.
That was his first offense. No, it probably won't be the last. We'll get you next week because we've already closed the bus on today.
Unless we forget.
Okay, red ticket then. Are we done, Hal?
Yep.
All right. 4777815. Ann's the winner.
Man, that must have been the first thing.
Winner, chicken dinner.
No, she sits next to the person that sells them. Yeah.
Camp Leo.
Camp Leo.
Camp Leo?
Write that down, Hal?
Yep. Got it.
Okay, the blue ticket or whatever. Okay, 098280.
Bad numbers.
Oh.
Jim.
Where do you want to go, Jim?
Sharon, I need some mugs.
Hi, they're in the trunk. I was just telling Piper that I have them there and he can go out there and get them. They're in my car, I remembered.
All right.
And I have the winners too for the, and I did not draw these. First pick goes to me. And second pick goes to Katie.
That proves it was right. King of diamonds. No winner.
Do we have any other important announcements? Rick, you look pretty suspicious over there. Yeah, we'll say Rick did an awesome job there at the pancake feed. Yes.
Karen tells you to tear your clothes off when you got home?
Not at all. I heard something about that ship. I heard something about that ship sailing.
All right. Hey, we're closing on time today, folks.
That's okay.
All right. Guess there's no more announcements. That's it.